I am Pink Cat Farmer. I farm my family farm as a family's 6th generation farmer in Galva, Kewanee, Illinois. I went up to the Chicago suburbs and tried to stint up there before I realized I'd been chasing the farm all along. The thing is where I grew up, when I grew up, I was watching my parents go through the 1990s hog crisis while my dad was mourning the loss of his dad at an early age. So watching that stress, that was not something I wanted for myself, which is why I didn't do 4-H. I didn't do FFA. I just didn't think farming was for me because I watched that stress. And so I went up to the Chicago suburbs after graduating from the University of Illinois, and I lasted 9 months up there. And I realized that I can't do that busy. I love to visit. I love all my friends up there and I love to visit them, but that's not for me. It's me being able to go out to the farm and maybe just working on a piece of machinery real quick just to get back into a good mindset. So Pink Cat Farmer, you can tell what kind of hat I always wore. It started off as kind of a fun nickname. Somebody shouted it in a grocery store and they said, "Hey, Pink Cat Farmer," and the name stuck. And since then we have launched to multiple social media platforms promoting female farmers and just women in agriculture, but also kind of going around my passions of farming, my life as a farmer, as a female farmer, and really just promoting agriculture and sharing the story with people with the world. Somebody that has nothing to do with agriculture sharing what my story is. That is a big reason why I became vulnerable. And I was recently told that for every 10 negative things you hear, you might get one good one. So when you get one good compliment, take it and remember that the negative stuff is way easier for people to talk about than it is for them to actually compliment. So one of the big things about Pink Cat Farmer, as I said, was promoting women in agriculture. So to live by that value, everything that I do, from the website design to my merchandise to my mural, is all facilitated in partnership with women in agriculture. I don't think people realize how involved women in agriculture have been throughout all of the years. They're just now starting to get that recognition, whereas like my grandma's age, that generation, they were very involved, but they were more behind the scenes. So for a family's farm to pass through the generations from the original forefathers in direct lineage is something that it doesn't happen very often. So it's very significant. It's always great when you see the centennial signs, and then when you get to the sesquicentennial sign, that's 150 years in direct lineage of a family farm. And the stats say that most businesses, most farms won't make it past the 3rd or the 4th generation. So for us to be in our 6th generation and have that sesquicentennial farm is just an incredible accomplishment.